My name is Leah,
My name is Jasmine.
My name is Tyshawn.
and we're from JMC, and we're here to talk about the food waste problem. So, around our school, we observed that a lot of people throw away perfectly edible food that's unopened and just untouched because they don't really like the options that we have. So, we thought about ways to stop that problem because it's important. We want to stop like wasting food that people can eat when they aren't in need. Yeah.
One of the first ideas that we decided to do was PSA posters. PSA posters provide environmental, quotes that provide students to start eating and engage in more, less throwing the food on the floor and less, just wasting the food and leaving it unopened. The materials we use to provide these posters would be paper, and the principals help and student governments help with that as well. And another method would be share tables. Share tables will help us give out food and like recycle the food back to, the students that don't eat. Like we will put the food on a table that's unopened and untouched to students that don't eat. And the materials we need for that would be a table, the food that's uneaten and untouched, and the principals help with that, and SGA.
Another final method we'd like to attempt is a circular donation where we would redistribute unopened food and unopened products around the school to those in need. That way, at least if food is not being eaten during lunchtime, other people who are still hungry or may not had the chance to eat because like sometimes people have to make up work during lunch periods, their tests, or just have other things to do, we would redistribute it throughout the school. And those materials would be like a cart and someone who would volunteer to go around the school offering those meals that are unopened and untouched. Here we have visual representations of what these would look like. Here's the share table where we would have a table with two people who would distribute and monitor the food table. People could line up, get the food, And then here we have some examples of the posters and the circular donation where we'd have the cart and they'll have milk, fruits, vegetables, and trays that weren't eaten or touched.
To close it out, how we know this would work, we will see changes in the school, whether it's less food, whether it's a cleaner environment around the school, or whether everybody is getting enough to eat, like whether the share tables, like if they're not as packed anymore, and if the circular donation isn't distributing anymore, like we will know that's working.
Yeah.
Thank you.